Good evening, everyone. William Ian here, 1799. Glad you could come around. If you like this video, subscribe, hit that little subscribe button down there, and do me a favor, share this. I've been working on other things. That's why I had not really been on making any videos lately, because I've been kind of a little sidetracked. But I want to make this one particular video because I feel it's important. We all know what happened in New Orleans, and it's sad. It should never happen. But we've been warned constantly by Homeland Security, by the FBI, and all these others about terrorists in our country. And yes, we may have some homegrown terrorists as well in our country. So everything is a very variable possibility it can happen. The irony is, when a vehicle is used, it's a weapon, just like any other weapon. A knife, a firearm, it's a weapon. A weapon to do mass destruction. Now, anti-gunners will jump up and down and say, well, we need to ban the AR-15, we need to ban all semi-automatic weapons, we need to do this, we need to do that, more background checks, change the laws from 18 to 21, the whole 9 yards, a bunch of nonsense. Oh, and some of these politicians, these Democrats, and some of these rhino Republicans will tell you that the Second Amendment is not what you think it's for. Unfortunately, we hear it all. But here's the truth of this matter. The Second Amendment is what it is. The right to keep and bear arms, which is also the right to protect yourselves. Self-preservation, basically. We live in a very, very dangerous world. We hear a lot about other countries and their terrorist attacks, which they go on all the time. In Germany, Europe, Russia, there's all these attacks happen in different countries, even England. Now it's happening here. It's not something we click on our TV and say, wow, look what's going on over there, but now it's here. Again, Homeland Security told us about this. The FBI told us what happened here. Everybody has pushed all this information out there. Now it's here. This is why it's so important that the right to keep and bear arms is exactly what it is. Now, we had some years ago a guy used a moving truck to go through a bridge with a whole lot of people on it, killing and injuring many people. A few years before that, or after that, let's say, a Christmas parade. Guy left the police department and for whatever reason and got in his car and ran through a whole parade, killing people. And there's a lot of hit and runs out there. And now you got this. 2 police officers that were wounded. Countless people, 35 of them, injured or dead. And I don't understand that the complexity of these anti-gun people and these politicians. They want to stop you from defending yourself. They want to stop you from buying a firearm, make it more difficult for you to buy a firearm by raising the fees, raising the ages, get all these permission paperwork that you have to do, because to them it's a privilege, not a right. And the list goes on and on and on. But they cannot guarantee your safety. Now they'll tell you, call law enforcement. The problem is that, yeah, you can pick up the phone and call law enforcement. It's a good idea, except one problem. You think that person's going to allow you to call law enforcement to protect you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Home invasions are up. So your home is not really as safe as it can be, but you don't want to be lock yourself up in some cell. Your home is your castle, technically. And your family is your protection, whether it be a man or a woman, husband, wife, whatever. But this is the things we deal with. This is evil, yes. But you gotta look evil in the eye. You cannot be afraid of these kind of animals. They're not human beings, they're animals as far as I'm concerned. And these people don't care. They don't care about children, they don't care about loved ones, they don't care about anything. As long as they push their ideology across. And that means by going after the people, the citizens, to get government to see them, and to get government to relinquish and bow down to them, or surrender to them. Fear, intimidation is the primary goal. So when these state governments and politicians make everything a gun-free zone, this is a gun-free zone, that's a gun-free zone, this is a gun-free zone, he don't need a gun, he can just take a car and run right through everything. Or knife everybody. Or set other devices. But yet, you can't make these fools listen. You can't make them look at the truth. A terrorist is going to sit there, a person is going to make notations. Whether it be a hospital, emergency response places, it can be schools, it can be shopping markets, it can be outings of any sort, gatherings of any sort. Could be this boardwalks, it can be anything. A bus stop. Everything is a gun-free zone to these politicians, and because they do it because they don't want you to carry a firearm. But you know what? They cannot turn around and tell you, don't worry, that terrorist is not going to follow the law too. She's going to follow the law. Yeah, right. Or we got law enforcement all over the place. A police officer is not going to stand right by your side here. He or she has a lot of ground to cover. They can do what they can. They're not superheroes. I take my hat off to them for all they do. But the problem lies is these people know this. These animals know this. They don't care. They don't care if they live or die. They don't care about anything. So when they look at a gun-free zone, they say, oh, how many people were here? Got gathering got going on. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this guy got 50 police officers. Not a problem. We could take care of that. Oh, yeah. This state, yeah. We could. How many people here and there? Okay, let's go check another place out. They don't care. Maybe we'll set some incendiary devices, but nobody knows what we do. Their objective is to put as much terror, carnage as they can put out there. And put fear in you people so you will go to your government and say, we got to get rid of you. We need to do nothing. You people are nothing. You can't be afraid of these people. If you choose to buy a firearm, you're fine. If you don't want to buy a firearm, don't deny someone else who wants to carry a firearm to protect him or herself or her family. I know a lot of people out there kind of hate people carrying firearms. So they make all these goofy, statements, laws, or try to pick fights with these people. Well, I don't know. But that's the person's right. They want to carry a firearm, that's their right. Now, if you decide you want to buy a firearm, find a firearm that will fit you perfectly, get the proper training, and if you have to get paperwork, the permits, whatever it is you have to do. It's important. Your life depends on it. Your family's life depends on it. But we don't go looking for trouble. We want to stay away from trouble. But if you see something, you pick up the phone and you call us, hey, looks like something suspicious going on over here. That's how it works. That's how it works. But again, terrorists don't care. Everything is a weapon. They don't care what it is. They don't care how they want to use it, whether they take a machete and cut 4, 5, 6 people, or they want to set fire to them, or they want to firebomb their house, they want to invade their home. They don't care. Your children are vulnerable. They don't care whether you're your children or not. Why do you think all these drugs come over here and killing people? They don't care. These illegal firearms coming from the other countries in the United States. They don't care. Because they're here to do a reason. Then you get your homegrown terrorists or hell-bent for some reason, whether they somehow been brainwashed in whatever reasons or whatever religious belief or who knows what it may be. Again, it's another problem. Americans protecting Americans. Don't care about your skin color, your religious belief. We're all Americans. Now, these politicians look at the extreme right or the leftists and the media and all that. Screw all that bullshit. You're Americans. You need to work and come together. Don't be afraid of these people. Because that's what they want. Any suspicious activity, report it. When Americans come together, it's not about political beliefs, it's not about race, it's not about religious beliefs, it's because we're all Americans and we come together. And yes, you got some sickos out there that are hell-bent to do as much damage as they can, and they're already citizens, they were born here, or have been radicalized somehow. Can't be afraid of these people. You cannot be afraid of them. So if you want to carry a firearm, then do it. Get the proper training, proper training. Get yourself together. Politicians are going to scream up and down, anti-gunners are going to scream up and down, but they don't look at the truth. They don't want to see the truth out of any of this. They don't want to sit there and say, oh, well, we need to ban the AR, we need to ban this, we need to ban all semi-automatic weapons. It's going to make us real safe and cut all the crime and all the mass shootings and innocent lives will be saved. Yeah, sell that noise to the mirror for I can care. But when you look at these people and these tragedies already, it doesn't work. So till then, keep your friends and family close. And remember I said, don't be afraid of these people. You want to buy a firearm, get the proper one that fits you, get the proper training. Till then, you keep your friends and family close, so do not be afraid to defend yourselves. I'll see you around.